Right, well, here we are again, another K9 wild camping video with Steve, and and it's really quite warm, but it's really foggy. Just 1 minute. As you can see, Grinslow Knoll is up there somewhere, and Edale Valley and Mamtor and the Ridge completely in the clag. So hopefully we'll climb out of it, because the weather report says sunny intervals on the top of Kinder, but we'll find out soon enough. Right, we've made it about halfway up the nab, and it's really warm actually. I've had to take a layer off, and it's still really claggy. So we have yet to decide on which direction we're going when we get to the top of here, because I'm hoping we will walk out of this, but we will find out soon enough. We've come out from up Golden Clough and we're onto the plateau, and in the famous classic TV comedy series There's Nothing to See Here. It's as you can see, there is literally nothing to see here apart from Steve. Hello Steve. Right, so yes, clag, lots of clag, but it's not cold and it's not windy and it's not actually that damp either. It's just fog rather than wet mist. So there's not really a lot of point in doing a lot more video, so this is going to be quite a short one, I think. Right, well, we've made it to the top of Grindsbrook, and visibility is still really not great, really. What else can you say? And as you can see, so yeah, but it's not windy and it's not cold, and it's not wet, so all's good. We're now at the top of Crowden Brook, where we're going to collect our water, and it's not that far to where we're planning on pitching up. Visibility is still virtually non-existent. But there's no wind, so it's kind of surreal and spooky in a strange sort of way, and looks totally different to how it normally looks. And especially when you've got like odd shapes that you can barely see in the fog, like these shapes of rocks that take on a completely different persona in this weather, and the surroundings look completely different, and you're thinking, oh, surely I'm not here, but you are. And here we have a rock which I've always called the dinosaur's foot, because it looks like an upturned foot poking out the ground. And I always used to convince Nat when she was little that it was a dinosaur's foot. And still really quite eerie up here, and still very little visibility. Alright, Steve?
Alright.
Right, well, we've reached our intended spot to pitch, which is quite well drained and a nice area of reasonably flat grass. Still very eerie and foggy, and the rocks look different in this weather. This is quite good fun actually. So I'm in my favourite shelter of all my shelters, my trusty Mountain Laurel Designs Trailstar. As some would say, naught but a glorified tarp. Well, this naught but a glorified tarp will still be upright when a lot of other tents like your X-Mids and your Rainbows and whatever have all been flattened. So yeah, and 500 grams, and literally you can have a rave in there. It's a shame you can't see all the other rock formations, especially people who've never been up here, because there's some real strange ones. And yeah, it's definitely spooky. Would you say it was erring on the side of spooky, Steve?
Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
Heathcliff and Cathy, it's a bit like that.
Yeah. Bit of Kate Bush. And now we're showing our age. Right, anyway, I need to get the rest of my stuff in there and get set up and feed the dog and usual things like that, and get the kettle on. Right, we'll try again, because I've just done like 5 minutes and not press record. There you go. Anyway, So we're pitched up. It's about 10 to 4, so there's about half an hour of daylight left. Up to now, we've given directions to 3 separate groups, couples of people looking for Edale in all this fog. It's like, oh, it beggars belief, it really does. I've got my tea on, Frey Bentos, boil in the bag, chili con carne with extra pasta. Yano here's all nice and cosy. She's had her tea and her chewy, and I've just put my jacket over her just to retain a bit of heat there. Of course, no camping trip would be complete without the bottle of rum. By gum, that's good rum, yeah. And yes, it does rhyme, but that's about the limit of my literary prowess. Anyway, what can I say? When it comes to chilling out, me and Steve here, we're professionals. We are professionals at chilling out, without a doubt.
PhDs in it.
Eh?
We've got PhDs in it.
Yeah, we've both got PhDs in chilling out. So I might bring you back later. I might not, because it depends if I fall asleep. Well, yeah, I think it's time for a bit of sleep.
Time for what?
I'm recording.
Oh, sorry.
I'll start again, shall I?
Yeah.
Right, I think it's time for a bit of sleep. It's 20 to 11. We've had our food and all that malarkey, and I've drunk my rum, and I might admit to nodding off for a bit earlier on. Me and the dog's been outside to do what you do, and the fog's thicker than it was earlier, but there's still not a breath of wind, and it's not that cold either, and it's deathly quiet up here, and it's really, like I said before, quite spooky. So there's Yanu all tucked up, and I'm all tucked up, and ready for another day. I'll catch you later. Well, good morning, folks. It's damp. Really, really damp. The visibility outside, I don't think it's quite as bad as yesterday, but the fog turned to this really dense mist, which was like a heavy drizzle as well, and it's just sort of crept in everywhere. Everything in this tarp has got a layer of damp on it. Sleeping bag's fine though, because I've been in a bivvy bag, but I think tarping in conditions like this is probably not the smartest of ideas, especially when I'm not sealed in, and yeah, it's just crept in. But one of the quietest nights I've ever had up here. There wasn't a breath of wind, and really, really eerie and strange. Underneath that great big orange waterproof is the dog, believe it or not, somewhere. Morning, Yanu. Morning, Yanu. I think you slept okay, didn't you? You were nice and cosy in there, underneath that down jacket and my waterproof. Very cosy. Very cosy. You want some breakfast? Eh? You want some breakfast? I'll get you some breakfast. Oh. Right, I'll get a brew on and get some breakfast and think about packing away and heading back. Yeah, as you can see, my bivvy bag is really quite damp on the outside, and the black opened out bin bags I use as ground sheets are wet. The condensation in here is pretty high. Everything's damp. But if you prepare for that, then it shouldn't be a problem. You had your breakfast? Eh? Was that good? Was that nice? Oh, can't beat a bit of breakfast in the morning, can you? Eh? Well, I suppose we'd better think about packing up then, dog. I guess. It's a bit damp, dog, isn't it? Oh, all packed away. It's I can't see out of my glasses. It's so damp. It's not. It's mist, but with the density of drizzle. So in seconds, everything's wet. But anyway, all packed away. Leave no trace as we always do. Steve's about ready to go as well, and it's homeward bound. I would normally say I'll show you some views along the way, but I really don't think there's going to be any. This will probably be the end of this video until I get back to the car. Alright, well, we'll catch you later. Well, we're heading down Grinslow Knoll back into Edale, and this is the first view we've had all day, all morning. In fact, it's the only view we've had all morning. There's a lot of people going up Grimesbrook Clough on the path down there, but the cloud base is really low, so I think this will definitely be the last bit of footage before we get back to the car.